Well, where am I going today? Have you seen the time? 3:30ish. Woke up, grey and drizzly, watched the television for an hour. The sun came out, so I came downstairs, had me breakfast, fed the cats, went outside, sleet. So I went back inside, watched the telly again. It's weird because upstairs on Freeview I was watching Shed and Buried. What's he called? Cole. What's he called? Fred Cole? George Cole? No, that's Arthur Daly. Henry, that's it, Henry Cole. And with the long hair and glasses, although curiously on YouTube it shows him in 1990 something talking to Carl Fogarty, and he looked like a new romantic. You know, short hair with weird pastel clothes on. So he must have changed his image into a long-haired biker. And that Shed and Buried, bloody hell. He made a good series a while back on satellite called World's Greatest Motorcycle Rides. I uploaded a couple of clips on another vlog I did. Very entertaining because he did one through Germany on an MZ, I think it was, you know, the modern cool MZ, not the crappy old two-stroke. Still have the choke out. What's he doing? Indicating left. What are you doing, Albert? I've left it on. I can hear the ticking noise, but I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, and he did the Pacific Coast run on a chopper, I think it was, and then of course the iconic, he's indicating other way now, the Route 66, he did that on another bike. But you can imagine the budget expenditure, what his producers will have forked out for that, accommodation for him and all his staff. He's a bloody pensioner. Looks like it. So this Shed and Buried is him and Sam Lovegrove, this old hippie, who knows his stuff though, a very good engineer. And they look around, well, it's you know, it's the clues in the title, isn't it? They look around people's sheds. Although there is some good stuff in. The chap today, bloody hell. They seem to be all former scrutchucks without bloody tumble down barns, but inside, old sunbeams in mint condition. There was an old Bentley, an old sunbeam bike, vintage bike from 1920s, and they were saying, Sam said, he said, oh, this is a model so and so, the 3.5 horsepower, very rare, and early sunbeams were very good quality. And I thought, where do these old farts get all this stuff? How can you just have a car that's sort of pristine, stashed away? There was even a Ford Capri under a bloody tarpaulin. Anyway, when adverts come on, I thought I'll go downstairs and put telly on and have my breakfast, and decide if I'm getting the bike out. Went downstairs, put Freeview on, and it's not on. I couldn't find the bloody channel. I think you have to retune your box now and again. It's the same aerial, but I've just got two leads, one for the bedroom and one for the middle room. And in the living room it's Sky and Virgin television. So I didn't get to catch the end of it, but I thought it's a bit of a poo. I mean, it weren't so bad today because there was all those cars and the old Sunbeam bike. But sometimes you're just faffing around talking bollocks. And last week you found an old stationary engine tugging away, I think it was a Lister, and he made a bid on that, and then he sold it and made 10 quid, and I thought, what a bloody programme. Must have a budget. The American bike tours must have had a budget of 10 grand, and I think these shed programmes have a budget of 10 quid. Yes, we've got a chap wrote in and said he's got some interesting stuff, so we'll get in the van and go and do some filming. Right, alright, so they get in the van, put 10 quid worth of petrol in, turn up at some old fart shed, have a rummage about. But I don't know, someone was saying years ago in the 1990s there was half a dozen different bike shows on Men and Motors and another channel. And someone said about Dr. Rod, although that was a bit crap. Today I'm going to spend 20 minutes showing you how to repair a puncture. Doesn't everyone know the basics? But yeah, the best one was Two Wheels Better. And I was on it 20 years ago. Everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. I was actually interviewed for 15 minutes, but they cut some out because I was talking my usual bollocks. I have actually uploaded it elsewhere on my channel. Yeah, so today anyway, with this sleet and nasty cold weather, there's a big storm coming from the east. It said the beast from the east in yesterday's paper. -10, 6 foot, not 6 foot, 6 inch of snow. Might be 6 foot. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to be getting bloody taxis again. And someone was saying, when you're going to start doing proper ride outs? And I said, well, I just filled the tank up with high octane fuel on Friday morning, £19.50. I just put some Red X in, actually, last time me proper Red X. I used to use the cheap stuff, but not that I noticed much difference. It's still smoking. I think the high octane does make a difference though, because it feels punchier for that acceleration. You get a bigger bang or something. High octane fuel. I'm still not 100% now that my man flus. I think everyone's been saying they're left with a nasty cough. Coughing things up for 2 weeks after the cold's disappeared, and that's the way I am now. The stuff I'm coughing up I could put in my gearbox as lube blobs. Yeah, so I thought I was going to get my leathers out. I've cleaned all my old leathers. I mentioned to someone after last week, when I said that girl come off her bike and badly bruised her leg because she was wearing thin jeans, and she said, oh, did she have her leathers on? I forgot what angle she was coming from. Anyway, her advice was always wear your leathers, don't go out in your thin clothes. So I dusted my leathers down, and I have some squirty stuff from the pound shop made by Astonish, leather clean and feed, and it's sort of sticky and gooey but clear, and it gets my leather settee clean. And I thought, I think I could clean my leathers with this and my boots. So I squirted it all over my boots. So there we are. Instead of buying expensive stuff from bike shops, go to your bloody pound shop and get some settee leather cleaner, and it's done a right nice job. My leathers are gleaming, and my boots. Not sure if it waterproofs them though, probably not. And that's where I'm going today, the bike shop, because last time I went to a shop and it was closed, but this one's open till 4 on a Sunday. That bus isn't there, is it? No. So I'll make a cheeky enquiry about oil, even though I intend getting it online, because like I said, online it's free post and you get a free K&N oil filter. Someone said they're prone to snapping, them little bolts, the little nut heads, but surely not K&N. They're a quality brand, aren't they? They're not made in bloody China. They'll be saying, he's that time waster again, never buys a thing. Well, after paying payments for my 3 credit cards, and I was in the wheel I'm still on. That's what I'm going to look for. At that A1 store, I got this more than 10 years ago and it's still working fine. It's been on all the time. And I'm going to get a spare one just in case that ever pings out. But I didn't get my bike out yesterday. I think I've been on a long ride out. I could have set off, it was only a shower of sleep, but it's not summer, is it? Yet. And all the bike meets will be open in summer. A lot more pleasant, you know, on a summer's day with a burger and a cold drink rather than a bloody hot drink. And stood there in the cold. I know. Different ways of looking at it. You're not a proper biker. Actually, I think the spares section's shut on a Sunday. So I can't make my cheeky enquiry about oil. They might actually say, oh, we can match any deal. What are you looking at? So, well, for £40 you can get some good quality oil and a filter online. Well, we'll match it. But would they? Some firms actually do that. They're happy to make a slight profit just to keep customers happy and get repeat custom. You know what I mean? Build your bike to your specifications. It's £330. And it feels thinner than mine. No, mine is that style I got off Hepcat Wiley. Well, I swapped. I sent him a couple of jackets and jeans and things, and we did a sort of trade. Nice, aren't they? I love one of these. I said on my other vlog about, do you know anyone that does vlogs but interesting? I know everyone thinks their bike's interesting, but you know, something unusual. And Woman Wolf Rider pointed out someone that rode an unusual bike and did videos. And I watched a couple, but I think it was an elderly chap. All new Street Triple 9,100. All new Bonneville Bobby 10,600. My God. I was watching a report about Harley Davidson closing. Is it a factory? Not a dealer, actually closing a factory due to poor bike sales. And he said, well, Japanese sales are up. It's just because Harleys are so expensive. £12,000 for a Bobby Special. That'd be interesting to film from, wouldn't it? Nice to see that this place is doing well. Yeah, these have always been fair to deal with. Well, this particular shop has. When you had a little shop in Accrington, there was a bit of a div that tried to be awkward when I bought it. I bought a fairing, a Jivvy fairing, it arrived in matte black. You wanted black, you got black. I said, it's matte. Well, that's what they've sent. 140 quid. So like a twerp, I paid. And then when I made inquiries from another shop, I said, yeah, of course you can get gloss black. It's here, gloss black, blue, green, red, or matte black. So I went back and he wouldn't swap it. So I had to sell it privately. Then I went back to this other shop and bought another in gloss black. I had plenty of money in them days. Had a good job and a good Christmas bonus. Money was no object. That's a cool style scooter, isn't it? Not really keen on those super long ones, but that's quite nice. 500. MRXP 500. G-Max 7200. They don't make the trophy anymore. Didn't it have shaft drive? A 1200 shaft drive. You know what I mean about interesting bikes, don't you? Does anything there sort of grab you? They all look sort of bland to me. You know what I mean? I mean, Ducati Monster, that's always been a cool bike. But all these run-of-the-mill styles, would you get excited if someone did a walk around of them? I think, oh, that's different. Thunderbird, 15,000. £85 for users. I've got some thick waterproof Vice ones anyway, or white, and then some thin white ones which were about, it was £17.99. And the thick ones are about 30. The thick ones are a bit tight these days. Our sports for 1200. That kettle's still there. Have they sold it? GT 750 in here last summer. This is my old Hy-Vis, and I found one of those pucks in the pocket. Wonder where it was. I lost one up Jeffrey Hill. Jeffrey, yes, Bungle, Zippy, and George. Yeah, I lost one up Jeffrey Hill. I left it. No, when you're setting off, you don't think, where's my puck? And I've just found the other one in this pocket. This is where I nearly got a Vespa 300 when I was lying on the settee with a bad leg following my smash in August 2012. I thought, well, I'm bound to get a good payout. I'll put the budget at about 3 or 4 grand. And then you're getting 6 actually. But yeah, I was looking on the website and they had a Vespa 300 in for 3699. Yeah, I thought we should get one. Twist and go, good weather protection, become a mod. And I do keep saying if I had a Vespa, that side panel there would fit a speaker in, as long as there's no gubbins behind it. Fit a big speaker left and right, waterproof plastic cone one, CD player under the seat, or whatever it is these days, MP3 player. And put the Who on, the best of the Who, the Who's greatest hits. Dolly Parton's biggest hits. No, I put Can't Explain on repeat. Can't explain, can't explain. Don't you have to wear a shirt and tie to be a mod? I want to wear a parka. I've got some cool thick leather jackets. Street Cup. It's nice, isn't it? Always better with twin exhausts. Yeah, so the parts department shut. Can't inquire about oil. Wasn't going to buy any here anyway. Let's put my cob lights on. You see they're independently wired straight to the battery. Still going strong. That's why I thought the cob lights here are going to last as long as them. I must have had them on for 2 years now and they're still fine. There's just one little LED that's pinged out on the left. They don't project anything on the road, they don't light the road up, but they're just be seen, be safe, aren't they? Which is what those front ones are intended for. Anyway, like I said, not summer yet. I'll be doing some ride outs in summer as usual, but this time of year it's not a lot of fun. Unless you go out with a group of mates, but I'm not sure if Accrington Bike Club do anything in winter. And like I keep saying, I can't go to the meetups because I work shifts. And it's a Wednesday at 8. Oh well, there we are. Oh, there's a trophy there. Is that shaft drive? Yeah, it is. Look at that. I thought I were imagining it. It is shaft drive, yeah. Oh, that's a fancy one of them. Which is that? Can't see. Probably about 15, maybe. Nice touring bike. Wonder if they're reliable. Oh dear. So there we have it. Big spring cleaning march. Oil change, filter change, brake pad change. You're doing the trading. And you're just asking, have you got full service history? Belt drive. I always wondered how they cope with the torque on the belt drive. It's only reinforced rubber on top of fibre, I think. I won't disturb that lad from his sales patcher. He normally speaks, pleasant young lad that. He normally tries to sell me another bike. Not thinking of doing a trade-in, will give you a good price. I said, no, I'm skint. Which I am. I was saying to someone, after paying all my stuff this month, even though there's no council tax in February or March, you get 2 months off. I've got £12 left, which will mean I'll be borrowing off my bloody overdraft again, and I've started charging, because of my crap record of always being in the bloody red. I've started charging even more of a charge now, bastards. But I'm selling some stuff on eBay and I just checked, and someone's put an offer in. Well, put a bid in for my Beatles monthlies. I've got a magazine for years. And I've got a full set, 1976 right through to 2003. About 300 issues. So I put them on at 200 reserve, and someone's bid 200. If I try to sell them, I mean, you can't cart stuff that's heavy to Liverpool to sell on that stall I had. I had a stall on the annual Beatle Fans Convention, which is every August. And I had a stall in 2004 and 2005. Made nearly £3 grand in those 2 years. which paid a few bills. But all the heavy stuff and all the bits and bats I've got left I've put on eBay, and I said collection only, and I think he's in Leeds, this chap. I won't be able to collect him until March. I said, well, they're for sale for 10 days, so if it's not sold I'll keep them until March. And what else? Oh, I put a denim jacket on, Beatles. I put a Beatles patch and some badges on and wore it to a Paul McCartney concert in Liverpool in 1990. And someone put a bid in for that, a lad that bought a belt buckle last week. I've also got a Beatles shirt and tie that I wore in my stall. I thought, my mate's wearing a scruffy t-shirt. I thought, no, I'll put a shirt and tie on, a Beatles shirt and tie, just to make it obvious that I'm a fan. And I just put it in the wash actually, because the collar was a bit dirty from 2005. So I'll be putting that on when the shirt's dry. I should have a go at ironing it. I've got an ironing board and iron upstairs. So look at this, if I'd have gone on a long ride on all this crap, damp, light drizzle to contend with, wouldn't do my chest any good, would it? So there we are, we had a look at a bike shop this week and taught my usual waffle, my usual whinge about being skint. Actually I'm a bit concerned watching two well-known vloggers. One keeps on about, should people make money from YouTube, as if it's something terrible, people monetising videos. What's he on about? Why does he keep mentioning it? And I was watching a lad that does drone stuff, and he said, if you like to help me pay for my days out filming on my drone, why not donate £1 to my PayPal account? And I thought, well, that's fair enough. Why whinge if people are trying to make a bit of money? Times are hard, aren't they? It's a miserable bloody existence these days, trying to pay for bills and stuff. And the other one was saying about why so many vloggers have give over and give up vlogging, and he says some people upload silly stuff that's dangerous. And I thought, well, he did. He's one of his challenges was do a selfie on your bike. And one chap, he's a pleasant chap, but I was a bit annoyed that he did something so weird. Got his camera, well, you know, it's a phone, isn't it, on a selfie stick, and he's holding it out like that, taking selfies doing about 40 miles an hour. And I thought, well, if a silly kid copies him and ends up killing himself, it's all because of this silly bugger suggesting the idea in the first place. Take a selfie. Although, to be fair, Bex Hornet did it a safe way. She stopped in front of a shop window and said, there you are, that's a sort of selfie, but it's a safe selfie, just look at yourself in the shop window. So he's guilty of suggesting silly things, so he's no room to try and criticise other people's videos. Why criticise anything? We've all got different styles of bloody videos, so just stop whinging. If you don't like anyone's videos, don't subscribe or cancel your subscription. I've cancelled a few myself. See, it's starting to bloody rain now. And the camera back's open for the microphone. I'll be alright till I get home. Wow. I was going to press my wolf whistle then, seeing as my cob light activates my power supply for the Tarzan horn and the wolf whistle, but I won't. I think the boyfriend won't be very pleased. My God. A girl's bum cheeks, she could have cracked walnuts between them. And I bet she could peel a banana with... No, I won't say. It's raining, we're not to stop. I've only got my jeans on now, not my leathers, my thin bloody jeans, because it was only a tootle to the bike shop. It should, but no, I'll wait till I get home, it should be alright. Because I'm going in this direction and the back door is up. It's open about 10 mil to allow for the plug. That's what I said to China Version, the people I bought the first one from, £85, 4.5 years ago. I said, oh, you're going to update the model? Oh, why, you're not happy with it? I said, well, it could do with a microphone adjustment level from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, and there isn't one, you know, a mic level. So I got in touch with Techmon, this Manchester electronics reviewer, who I first saw the test he did on the model. And he said, get an inline rotary volume controller, so I did do, and it works fine. I've had to replace a couple because they're only cheap, they're only $3.99. Can that pottle right in the bloody bend? Marvellous, isn't it? Let's get home. I've got some chicken thighs waiting. I've got 2 packets. I got 2 packets yesterday, 2 for £4. And the good thing is you can stick them in the microwave, no putting the oven on for half an hour. Pushing the bloody gas bill up. So I put the chicken thighs in and all 4 cats were hovering around my feet, so I threw some down. And they walked away, they didn't like. I thought, ooh, is there something dodgy about it? Imagine cats not liking proper chicken, but because it's off thighs, it's a different taste of chicken, isn't it? Anyway, I've got another one in the fridge ready for my evening meal. I was going to go to Aldi as usual, but I've got £5 in my wallet, £12 in the bank, and if this is it now, the big freeze arriving, I'll be getting bloody taxis to work. So I'm not going to Aldi. I normally waste a lot of money when I'm down there buying all sorts of crap I don't really need. Electronic things. I do need a new radio for the bathroom actually, but they were £30 I saw one of them at Aldi. Yeah, I could just murder a Chinese, but that's out of the question. Good thing about being skint is no more takeaways means I'm going to be slimming down a lot. Heat or eat, I'm still too heavy really. I'm about 19, I used to be 23 stone, I'm 19 now. And when you read those charts, if you're 6'6.5", I'm classed as overweight with a high BMI. I think I should be about 16 stone, but I'd be like a bloody beanpole. Well, I could do with losing a couple of inches off my waist. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye bye.